Hello everyone, it is I Oni of the YouTube channel Anistuffs and you're listening to Oni's Stuffs, my podcast-ish video series. This is episode 11 and this is the first time I'm recording in way over a month. And anybody following me on Twitter will know why the deal is, and it's because my motherboard was fried, the previous motherboard was fried, so I had to get a replacement. Yeah, and then the SMPS, the one where a baby lizard got inside. Not a baby, a kid lizard. And that also had to be replaced. You know, stuffs. So, yeah. In this, I would like to talk about 4 things. And the most significant of which happened a few hours back. Which pretty much determined my LPing future. Yeah. So let's get started. First thing, my uncle came for a visit in about a week, his father, and I got to I got to use his computer to use his laptop to release the videos I had in storage, because I couldn't even release videos because, hey, I didn't have a computer. So, yeah. So on Bhai's father's laptop was Bhai's Minecraft survival worlds, which I played and advanced and stuff and whatever. Bhai had like a small base of operation in a swamp. I just dug underground, found like almost 3 stacks of iron, 10 or 11 diamond. Didn't find that much gold. I don't know if gold is rare in swamps or anything, but didn't found that. Anyways, after Bhai's father went back, and a few days later, after 1.5 had come out, Bhai calls me and says that Minecraft is running epically smooth, because when I had Bhai's Minecraft, when it ran, Java would show that it's hogging memory in less than 10 or 15 minutes. But when Bhai called me on the telephone, he was like ecstatic that that's not happening, it's so smooth. So the only solution was that 1.5 was already out. So that was when I heard for the first time, almost first-hand experience, that 1.5 is hell of a lot smoother. And a few days ago, Zisuma Void released his video of 1.5.1 being like what, twice as fast as 1.5. So that is freaking epic. I mean, I can probably up my view distance from normal to far, and my particle settings from decreased to full. And wow, I mean, this is pretty much one of the best MC updates in a while. Anyways, next thing, while the computer was offline, I had to spend the time, and so I played Scrabble with my mother. Yeah, we are both fans of Scrabble, and I have a Scrabble board, and it's like one of my favorite board games. Pretty much the favorite board game if I have to choose, because it really requires skill rather than luck as the other die-based game, and I'm not good with chess. I can't get my head around the strategy required. So Scrabble, it's very enjoyable to me. However, I could not find a proper Scrabble online. I mean, there are versions of it, but it's only available to US and Canadians, USAians and Canadians. So if anybody can help me find a proper online Scrabble versus other people or an AI, I would be very appreciative. Thank you. Also, me and mother, we don't play for score because we couldn't be bothered writing down all that stuff. So what we do is we basically try to complete the board, to use up every single tile, to have none remaining. So we would often help each other out in making words so that we could actually finish the game. And we finished the game about 80% of the time, which is really good. And some of the good things, some of the good boards completions, I've taken photographs of, and I've decided to turn them into crosswords unscrabbled crosswords and release them for you guys to try your hands at. So that will be released on my blogspot soon-ish. So keep an eye out for that. You can watch on Twitter to get an update on where I am on that stuff. Yeah. Also, I need a hashtag for that. I'm not sure what I would call it. Give a suggestion. Okay. Next thing. I obviously saw a ton of TV, which is pretty much the first time I've actually watched some serious TV since what, 4 years now or 3 years. So that's a really big thing. And I saw a ton of shows like Suits started, which is pretty interesting. Numthriers. Yes, numbers with the 3 instead of the E, Numthriers. I'll get into that. That's the one I want to talk about. And other shows like Burn Notice, White Collar, all the jazz, ton of movies. I saw Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, I think, the animation movie. I saw it when I was teen. It's still really good. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's a really good adventure movie. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Saw MIB 3. It was decent. It was decent. About as good as the other MIB ones. So, yeah. Anyway, regarding Numthriers, I have watched it before, but I never quite put my finger on it why I didn't like it. I mean, the premise is good, the acting is decent, the plots are well made, pretty much decently, but I couldn't put my finger on why I didn't like it. For some reason, I didn't like that show. I did not. And this time, since I had free time, I actually figured out why I don't like that show. Every show falls somewhere along an axis, on the extremes of which are viewers are genius TV trope and viewers are morons TV tropes. And every show falls along that line. Pretty much all the good shows fall around the middle line. Some of the better ones fall on the more towards the genius viewers are genius sides. But Numthriers, the analogies, oh my word, those stupid nonsensical analogies, wow, they're so bad. They're like squarely on the viewers are morons side, and I just could not handle it. And that's what always bothered me about this show. It's too much, too far down the axis towards the viewers are morons side of the trope, and that is bad. You don't do that. You don't. That is bad. I mean, the viewers need to have a common sense. Let them have that much. Numthriers, the analogies are god awful. If you cut those out, it's a pretty good show. But because they're in it, I cannot watch it. I'm sorry. I cannot. It's bad. It's bad. Execution bad. Premise good. Execution very poor. And the last one, regarding my LPing future. This new board, I installed the necessary drivers that came along with it on the disk. It turned out on my previous board and drivers, sound drivers, I could enable stereo mix and mic input at the same time, which is why I could record both the computer sound and my mic together simultaneously. But in this one, for some reason, I could only have one or the other. If I clicked mic input, stereo mix would immediately disable itself. If I clicked stereo mix, mic input would disable itself. I needed stereo mix to record computer sound. I needed mic input to record my voice. So I couldn't get both of them enabled at the same time with this new driver. And I realized that when I was going to record this video, in fact, this episode, in fact, and I tested out with Cam Studio, Audacity, Audacity where I'm recording it, and I couldn't get them to work, so I was really depressed. But then an idea hit me. When I first installed the drivers, before I had already installed the sound drivers, it had already detected the previous sound drivers. So I decided, hey, why not get my 3-year-old old motherboards, which was fried, case out, use that CD and get the 3-year-old sound driver, because that was the one that worked. I do. And guess what? It works. It freaking works. I can enable both stereo mix and mic input together. And that is brilliant. Which means, if I couldn't do that, then that would have been the end of my LPing career, unless I got another sound card or a sound driver. But I did get a new sound driver and it worked. To my surprise, it actually worked. Wow. And it just reaffirms my belief in the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't freaking fix it. Okay? So, yeah, I'm back. I wasn't even gone for that long, but I'm freaking back. And, yeah. New videos will be recorded soon this weekend. This is Friday night, March 22, 11:28 p.m. Just in case anyone is wondering. And yeah, that's about it. Yes, I know I've gone over time, but come on, this was a pretty big update podcast episode, so I'm giving myself that much slack. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for tuning in to my podcast-ish video series, and I will catch you again on the next video. Till then, this has been Oni. Oh, by the way, did anyone notice that while I was offline, Young Justice Season 2 actually finished? Yeah, I'm gonna go watch that now. See you later. Maybe my next podcast episode 12, will be my reaction to that. Yeah, sounds like an idea. Anyway, this has been Oni. Catch you later. Bye.